Can you hear?
Okay. All right. Your sound is a little distorted.
Yes, it's kind of cutting.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's happening right now?
So, yeah, how is everything now?
I'm good, but I have a really cold, so my throat is
Ah,
sore, making it difficult for me to speak.
oh,
But
I'm so sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm sorry to I challenge. It might be challenge for you to hear.
okay. Okay. Well, my maybe end of September, I got a really bad cold.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I had to cancel one day of lessons because I was just coughing so much. And then
Uh-huh.
after a couple days after that, I was like, I'm okay, but my voice was bad. And I sent notes to new people and I said, okay, I will be at the lesson, but my voice is not good. And so it's up to you if you want to cancel or not, but so yeah, so sometimes even the tutors have to deal with the bad cold. So
Okay,
yeah,
it's okay for today.
yeah, sure, happy to. So is this the lesson you want to do?
Today, I want to take a lesson as close to real test as possible. So I made this course uh,
Ah,
like a mock test.
okay, so this one is right, the mock test.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And you're familiar with this, right? We've gone through this
Mhm.
many times. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. Would you like to go through this slide? Do these words look familiar?
Mhm. Pronouncing. Mhm. Fascinating, wealthy, uh, petrified,
Petrified, very scared.
petrified, radiant, enraged.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm. Mm, the big is mm, uh, significant, significant, I don't know, instead of it,
Yeah. Maybe enormous
enormous,
is a good one. Something
enormous,
very,
enormous.
yeah. Enormous is one. I'm sure there's plenty.
Mm,
Yeah. I'm sure there's uh, immense, colossal, mammoth.
colossal.
Yeah,
Mm.
colossal. Yeah. So,
I have no idea from very bad,
yeah. What
very
would I
bad,
say for very bad? Wow. Um,
very bad, very bad.
very bad. Like, I guess it depends on what you're talking about. Maybe something like inferior, like it's not
Mm.
up to, it's substandard, it's inadequate.
Inferior.
But it depends because are you talking about an evil person? You know, um, terrible,
Oh,
terrible. Oh,
terrible, terrible. Oh,
yeah, you could say, oh, the weather was very
terrible,
bad, but you could say
terrible.
the weather was
Mm.
terrible. And yeah, so it just depends on what you're talking about. Like, the quality of this car, is inferior or the drive was terrible, right? So,
Mm.
mm.
Inferior is common for dairy competition. Is more like it's natural for speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends. Like I said, it depends on what you're talking about. Oh, this product is inferior, right?
Mm.
So, but let's see, awful. Oh, it was awful.
Awful. Awful. Mm.
Awful's another one. Like, yeah, there's a lot more, but horrible,
Awful. Horrible.
really
That's four.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The four.
Yeah. So that's what I was just saying. Okay, let's think of very bad weather. What would you say
Mm-hmm.
about this weather? Oh, it was horrible. It was terrible. It was awful. So,
Mm. Okay.
a very bad person. Yeah, you
I,
could say a
uh,
horrible. I had a horrible day.
mm.
I had, yeah.
I
So,
have a
or
horrible day.
if you think someone's outfit was very bad, you might say, oh, it's hideous. So that's the thing with bad. It's like bad means lots of things. So we have lots
Uh,
of synonyms.
it,
Hideous.
how can I
Hideous
pronounce
just means
hideous? Hideous.
hideous is very
Hideous.
ugly and yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. And very happy. So many good
Very
words for
happy.
happy.
Like hype. Like a hype. Hype. I. I did kind of exciting.
Yeah, exciting and uh elated, delighted, you know,
Mm.
I like elated, delighted.
Elated. Elated. Delighted. Delighted.
Yeah.
Delighted.
Yeah, so there's just yeah, joyful, right? Yeah, there's just a lot
Delighted.
that yeah.
Mm. Delighted.
Mm, yeah. So there's there again there's many. So okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, there's so many words. I need to stop watch your timer.
You
I'll
can
use
pause
my
here. Okay.
pencil and paper to take notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just get my timer sort of set up here so I could set like you. It says 2 minutes. Okay, so when it's time, I'll set the timer. Um,
Okay. Today,
okay,
so for, okay, I want to focus on that's for part one.
part one. Okay, okay, let's go ahead to see. Oh, so hi, my name is Joanne. I am your examiner today. What is your name?
My name is Harris. Nice to meet you.
Can I see your passport, please?
Yes,
Okay.
here you are. Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you. Now let's get started. Okay. Oh, I didn't know. So, have you ever complained about something you bought? Would you buy things in the shops in which you've made complaints before? Mm.
Okay. Yes. Uh, I once received a mobile phone cover that I had ordered online. Uh, it it arrived damaged, so I contacted the shop right away, and they arranged for replacement. So I think others before uh, whether I visit the shop, that store again, the depends on the complaint or problem. So I think if they have a poor selection of products or their price is higher than other stores, so I'm less likely to visit them visit there again.
Yeah, if it's the quality or prices is why you're
Uh,
complaining, then why
yeah,
would you go, right? I understand. I
yeah.
understand. I understand. Or some people might be embarrassed to go back, right? So, yeah. Okay. What products or services do people
Mhm.
in your country like to complain about? Can you give an example?
Mm,
Oh, interesting.
example. Uh, Hungary, Japanese people quite sensitive to customer service. as a result, I find the Japanese services is exceptionally bright, uh, and refined compared to many other countries, and it, Japan receives Japanese services receive high price from uh, other countries abroad.
Mm. Yes, I can imagine. So hopefully, yeah, when you make a return, at least it's going to be a pleasant experience, right? So, mm, very good. Is it necessary for companies to set up customer service? Are there any disadvantages to setting up customer service?
That's sort of sounded before necessary. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's necessary for companies uh, when dealing with people in business. I believe the customer service is an essential uh, function for companies. Uh, Effective customer service can make their product or services even more appealing to the customers.
Mm, yeah, that's good. And I think it gives comfort to people to know they can bring something back or, yeah. So, very good. Yeah, I think I like how you elaborated in your
Yep.
sentences.
Thank you. Uh, and disadvantage, you know, uh, disadvantage in terms of cost, uh, having various departments, the whole company having various departments can be seen as a disadvantage in terms of cost. Um, I believe having a diverse workforce can be expensive. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. You need more personnel who can handle this. And yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Did you want to do part two?
Can I skip that?
Okay. So when do people usually complain?
People usually complain. It's related to part one.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, on the same Japanese people uh, typically uh, care about take attention to customer services uh, at the restaurant or shops or amusement park. Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, they're unhappy with something, right? They're unhappy. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hmm. Also, can
Complaining.
complaining help solve problems?
Yes. Complaining sometimes have uh, complaining is kind of one way to solve a problem. Uh, 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 yeah. Can, yeah. How can I say complaining? Mm, complaining leads to mm, leads to solve from.
I think so. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're complaining about the weather, nothing's going to happen, right? So sometimes you need to be able, but if you complain to someone who can help you and it's a problem that can be solved, then yeah, it can solve problems. But if you're just going to say, oh, it's awful about the war in the Middle East, I think if you're complaining, it doesn't solve anything. But if you have your device stopped working, you said, there's something wrong with this device. Yeah. I guess it depends on which problem it is, right? So.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's take a look. What kind of people complain?
What kind of people? People who they can receive services that they deserve, or the kind of for example, at the restaurant, the meal is might be raw, not cooked properly, properly, or services is will be poor. The people tend to complain, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I think reasonable people complain, when something's legitimately wrong, but unhappy people complain a lot. For sure. That's what I think.
People not happy with the service.
Yeah, they're dissatisfied with life in general, so they complain about. Yeah. So, yeah. What product or services do people usually complain about?
Exactly. What products have the product have this? Product people when making a purchase, the product or the device damaged already, or it doesn't function well, or 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 people are not satisfied with that after purchase.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully, you're not complaining about something that's perfectly fine. Right. So, you're right. It's defective is a good word. Not functional, as you said. That's great.
Not functional.
Yeah. So, not functional or defective, right? But you said functional. So, defective, not functional. Right. So, yeah, you've got some good words there to work with. So, that's great. That's great.
Defective. Defective.
Mhm. Yeah.
Defective, like damage.
Damaged, just not working in some way, right? Yeah, like it came out of the factory like that, or the sweater has a big snag or a stain, something. Yeah. Number 3, do you think customers' complaints will improve product or services?
Yes. Complaints, like complaints improve security customer services. Yeah, help improve that.
I think so. A good company listens and says, yes, this could be better, right? Yeah.
So I can hear that.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, so I just said, a good company
Good
will
company.
say, yes, that's good feedback. We can improve our product, right?
Feedback. Mm,
So they
improve.
accept, yeah,
Helps me improve.
so they accept feedback,
Good feedback.
or what's that called? There's, I'll think of a good word. Uh,
Mm,
I was going to say constructive criticism,
interesting.
right? Constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
encouraging. Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Constructive is means reasonable.
Yeah,
Reasonable.
reasonable, helpful. Yeah, it helps build on that, so the criticism is not like, you guys are terrible, you make awful products.
Mm,
That's not constructive. But if you
mm,
say specifically, when I push this button, the door
uh,
doesn't open,
mm,
and it would be better if,
mhm.
what if instead you had this? So it's feedback that gives them some details that
Uh,
you can do something about, that are actionable. But if
so
they just said, you're terrible, you make terrible stuff,
actionable. Mm,
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I think if the customer
mm.
service of a company's good at listening, accepts
Okay.
feedback, yeah, yeah,
Uh, tell the problem or problem to the service or company that properly or uh, with reasons or
yeah,
details or something.
yeah, perfect, exactly. Yeah, that's how I would
Mm.
say it, right? What
Actionable.
other actionable? They can do something about it, or yeah,
Mm.
instead of just saying, this is awful, you're terrible, right? That's not constructive. That doesn't help
Mm.
anybody. So, what other measures should you take to solve the problem?
Other measures. I've never thought about it. Other measures. Other measures. Other measures. Mm. Customer satisfaction or new measurements. I have an idea.
Yeah, I, I don't know what other measures could be taken, right?
Mm.
Depends on the issue. Hmm.
Other measures.
Yeah, what other steps? What else could you do instead of complaining to customer
Mm.
service, right?
Uh,
Mm.
consultant from outside company.
Oh, true. Yeah, it depends on the product, right? So if it's a
Mm.
car, like, going to someone else who knows
Mm.
about cars might be helpful. And yeah, I suppose if it's a shirt with a
Mm.
defect, you might, and if you're creative and good with your hands, you could fix it or cover it up or whatever, right? So there's lots of possibilities. But if you want the product the way it should be, you need to take care, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, mm, okay,
Good.
let's see. Uh, so,
Mm.
so
Okay.
definitely, I felt like you are pulling up some good words, vocabulary words to use. I just gave you more because why not? But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you've
Okay.
already, yeah, you're already making sure to bring in good words. You're providing good explanations. So, yeah, the grammar was great. I didn't notice
Mm.
any problems with your grammar. And pronunciation, I can understand. I mean, you've got your throat issue, but that's not a problem for me. So hopefully
Thank you.
during the IELTS test, no problem, right? So yeah, I think everybody can improve their vocabulary, right? That's just, but that takes some time. It takes reading and hearing more English, or yeah. So I sort of like that idea at the beginning. Here's vocabulary, and here, think of some more. I thought that's a great idea on this lesson. They should just have whole lessons like that in Cambly. I can go constructively provide criticism to Cambly and say, hey, make a suggestion. That's a great idea to build vocabulary, right? So everybody can build their vocabulary. Okay. Do you want to read this, or do you want me to read if your throat's bothering you?
I asked something.
You can read, but if your throat is bothering you, I can read.
Thank you for answering.
Pardon me?
For this question.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just giving us sample, and yeah, what does this answer do well? It's funny because, like, I normally would not use doing. I'm not saying it's wrong, but natural speech, I would just be like, I love clothes shopping. I probably wouldn't say I love doing clothes shopping. I'm just surprised. Maybe that's more of a British answer, because to me, I'm like, I would just say I love clothes shopping, or even just window shopping on a weekend, right? But the doing made me feel like that's not natural. It's grammatically correct. This is true. So, oh well. I guess they wanted to make it sound very much.
Is it like British English?
Maybe it might be. So, which is why it probably sounds funny to me. Like, why would I do clothes shopping? I would just clothes shop. Yeah. So, yeah.
Is there any expression like British in these answers?
I'm just looking. Let's see. Yes, I enjoy shopping. I love clothes shopping, or even just window shopping on the weekend. But how often I go shopping depends on what it is. Grocery shopping, I do more often than compared to clothes shopping. Yeah, that's correct. Maybe that is more British. I would probably say I go grocery shopping more often than in comparison to clothes shopping or something. But so that's where I feel like there's subtle things that are different that I would not normally say. I would go every other day to buy bread and fruit, but maybe once a month to buy clothes. I like that last sentence. It's good and strong. But yeah, so IELTS, of course, is British. So I think they have some more stringent grammar rules that maybe Americans have relaxed on. Yeah. But I mean, it's a good answer. The only one that really bothers me is this one. So I don't, it doesn't make sense.
I love clothes shopping.
I love clothes shopping,
like
right?
American.
Very American.